Hello, welcome back. Here is the mystical tarot reading. Today we are doing what is their thought towards you and what is their feeling towards you. Here we have two of the tarot cards. We can have here is a Morocco and there's a magnet, and then here we have a Sardegna from the Italy. And like last time, to give yourself some time and then think about it, which card is meant for you. So here we go. For who choosing for this of the tarot cards and about the Sardegna, this kind of the magnet. So we will be look what is their feeling and then what is their thought towards you. Here, this is our tarot spread today. So here we can know what is your character, about their characters and their feeling towards you and your feeling toward them, also your past and then your present, futures, and the final result. Also here we have another three of the cards about all the advice, like all the guidance for giving to you. So from here we have your character. It's about your Ace of Wands, and what is your character is you are like a person who loves to challenge and will take the action to achieve your dream. And more likely is a positive and have a target and want to achieve it. And you are like a person who is like have a humor and which can help you to attract a lot of person who is opposite to your gender. That's why other people will be thinking you are the charming person and then like a more beautiful person. We can look at here is about what is the person that you like and what is their characteristic. So the person you like, and they are like Five of Wands. We can know from the Five of Wands, the person you like is more likely like the characteristic is contradiction. So they're easy to contract the last idea from their last idea. So they can affect like the people's like people around his side or her side is more busy, and then people is not liking it because it's keep changing a lot. So easy to have a argue when in a relationship like this kind of person, and to even getting worse is just like forgot and what is the reason why need to be together with the someone, because he's just like a person who is a contradictions person who keep like a convince their ideas, everything convince their self. So this about the Five of Wands, about his character. And from here we can see what is your feeling toward them. Your feeling toward them is about the high priestess. So from the high priestess we can know she's really a smart person. She have a lot of the knowledge about it. From the high priestess we can know about that, like you think you want to involve in a relationship, but the thing is you're just afraid about it because you are afraid in the futures or currently you already have a lot of the problem with this guy. So maybe you just don't know what you want, and then maybe they don't understand you that well, so maybe they couldn't give you something that you expected. So you're afraid there's a lot of problem if you be get like that's your feeling toward them if you want to get into the relationship. And from here we can know that you want a partner like hers, like you want a partner who can learn together, like have a wisdom and can learn from each other to teach each other when growing together. They are like so you at this stage your feeling toward him is most likely you are passionate. In a passioning you are testing him or her to see whether you guys is suitable to get into the relationship. So there's your feeling toward him. Here we got his or her feeling towards you. From here we got the Eight of the Cups. So from the Eight of the Cups, we know about them. The person is sad and live for them. So which means that his feeling towards you is just like he don't know how to manage this like a feeling when he's liked you or love you, but he don't know how to manage it because he don't understand like whether you guys is suitable for each other or anything. And another thing is he don't want to make any promise for you. He is like afraid to make the promise. That's why they leave the cup over here and he go over because he don't know how to make a promise. Maybe it's because like from their character, because we can know that from here his idea is easy to contract, and then he might be have think about like your relationship between you. That's why their feeling towards you is just like he afraid to give a promise because he don't know how to manage this relationship. And from the past is a knife of the wand. From the knife of the wands we see it here, which means that you can be like you have in the past you have been like a hurt in a relationship. You are struggling like at the back there's like a eight of the wands and you holding one, so it means that like you are holding it, you just protect yourself from the area because you have been hurt before in a relationship. In the past you have been hurt, and so you don't want to give any promise to. There's another one thing, even you in the past maybe you already met the person, you don't want to give any promise, which can cause by him don't want to giving any promise now, the feeling towards you, because he don't know what is your thought to, because from your past relationship, and you don't know how to resolve your problems and your fear. So that's why in the past you are struggling, you just want to stay in the safe zone. And we can look at the current situation. We have the magician. So from the magician we can know about that you just like to, you want to like most likely like a person to know what is important for both of you. You'll be judging on it, and you have the target that you want to achieve. So that's why your present now, what is your thought now, it's just like you are stick to reality. You think about it, you just want to someone who will be achieve all of the target of the goal with you. You are the person like from here we can know your characters as of once. No matter what is the goal as big as you like from as you want to do the goal, you'll be doing it, you'll be achieve it. That's why we have a magician here, because it's from your past, everything experience bring for you. That's why you're the person now who want to achieve your goal, and you want your partner to be achieve the goal with you too. From the future at here we can see about it. The future is the emperor. So from the future, if you with him, you are the person who like a more like a reasonable and pragmatic and not a good at the expressing emotion. So you are more like a taking action than expressing emotion. So you don't know how to express the emotion that will be happen in the future. So you are like a person, you will be like, if you have involved in a relationship with him or with the person you like, so you will be like a person like a self-disciplined and like a rigorous partner. So there will be like a to step by step doing the thing, not out of the rules. However, sometimes when you want to giving the promise, then make sure you do it as well. You want to make sure your partner have do it, because if you don't do the promise, then there's break the trust, and then to break the like a you'll be lose the sparkling between you and your partner. So there might be cause you guys can be cheat. So that's why in the future, just to make sure when you make the promise, then you need to do. And even you guys together, then it's a self-discipline and rigorous partner. You definitely will be achieve all your goals together, doing everything together. Even you guys not a person good at expressing emotion. Okay, here's about the future. So from the final result, we can see it here. The final result, we have the hermit. So for the hermit, we can know about that you have like have some, you need in the future, you need some time for each other. So maybe it's good that you choose to step back from it and think about it, whether you guys is ready, and put all the effort now on yourself to develop on yourself, which can help you better. And think carefully whether that person, like the person you like, is suitable for you. Is either worth for you before you just want to involve into the relationship, because you might be regret in the future. That's why in the hermit they say you are like a smart person. You need to look at the stars, so you be go forward. Even you go forward, but you be look at it, you be think about it. Are they like a person who be sparkling and attract you that much? You are the person like here. You are like a humor to be attract a lot of person. That's why. But he is a person who is like a most likely like have a contradictions, because they will be convinced their idea every time. And you towards him, you want a person like a more like a knowledge one, like a high priestess, but he is the one to make the promise now. That's why step back, think about it, be careful before you do any action on it. Okay, here we'll be doing, here you have a 3 advice cards for you, and we'll be looking on it. We have the like a victorious and success. Another one is a shadow. And we have the prosperity begins. So from here, the advice for you from the prosperity begins, we know about them. They are telling you all your hard work, that you manifest it between the things, you will be get paid by it in unexpectedly like situations, and you will be received like as a gift for you. So focus on the beneficial outcome. You don't want to be look at the long terms instead of the short terms. And then believe in the positive aspect. So and focus on the abundance. If someone is not worth for you, it means that maybe it's good to abundance it, maybe it's not suitable to get together. So think about it. But what you're doing on yourself, develop on yourself, all your effort definitely will be have the return as a gift. And here we can know about the shadow. Did you look at here? The person is look their shadow, which means that everything is changing. And you need to take the action to face off your fear and look into the dark shadow of yourself at here. And there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Do you see there's some light? So we know that there's an outway after you go through this. So don't deny the past and then letting the fears like letting your tears falling. It's okay to be crying. You need it now. Like don't be too stressed about it. And then we know that the mother of the earth can assist you in the period of the like when you cleanse yourself, you're sensitive and healing from it. So you'll become better if you're facing on it. And we have a victory and success. So from here, if you go through from the shadowing, you'll be welcoming for the victory and success. So it's just like when you success, people all happy for you, what you've been through in that difficulty time. And wanted to, I know there's a hard time for you, and you are just like put a lot of, if you put a lot of effort to get this point in your life, you'll be appreciated in the future. Definitely you'll be just like cheering it, and you when you look back on it, it's just like a good experience for you. You'll be doing good on it, and you'll be remember, don't be like a too arrogant after all and just like forget where you come from, because that you might be bring back your all of the habit, and then the problem will be at there. So you need to make sure to keep checking on your egos to make sure you are doing good thing, and you'll be have a good of the victory. So there's all of the spread and tears about so your feeling toward him and his feeling toward you, and there's all for the card for who choose for the Sardegna, this one, and this the tarot card of the Waitress one. Thank you. Here we go. Here's for the person who choose for this card for the Angel of Tarot, and we have the Morocco at here, and we'll be doing your reading about what is their feeling and their thought towards you. Here we go for the who choose this self card in the Morocco, and we can see for the number one about your character. This about your character. We can know it here is the Five of the Pentacles. From the Five of the Pentacles, we know about that your character is a bit like a negative thought a lot, and you have like always have a lot of thought inside your head, your mind. So, and your way of thinking is more like a person who is like a conservatism, which you are not willing to try on the new things, not willing to change about it, want to keep everything like the same like before. So that's why sometimes you need to know about the other side of yourself, and maybe it's good to make some change because you are the person like a conservatism. So this is about character, and we can see what is their character. He or she character, what is the person that you like their character, and from here we can know it's a death, angels of the transformation. So from here we can know that he might be just been through like some of the thing that's not good for him. He abandons like what the past, what she need to put down, and try to manifest, try to get all of the new things and accept it, maybe accept new of the him. And so can tell it here he might be the person now in the like a sad mood, but he's already been through it, and he's just like ended out maybe from the last relationship and trying to be like a step back and think a bit, and then want to going to the next of the relationship because it's like a death. So it's like a transformation of him, and then he want to develop into the new of himself. And we can see what is your feeling toward them and what is your thought toward them. From here you got the strength. So from the strength we know about that you hope they can listen to you, and because you are brave you try to hold the lion. So you just want them to listen to what you, and then tell them like what you afraid and what you think about, to share everything. And this actually can help you guys if you have tell him, because you just want to tell him everything. So you think he's like a person who you can share everything, and to like have a person like he can listen all of you what you're saying. And what is their feeling towards you? Their feeling towards you is Four of Swords. For the Four of Swords is a healing. So you can now know it here. So this is why he got the death over here. We have a death over here because we can tell on the healing, because he's just like he feel the relationship like the feeling towards you, the sparkling is not that much, it's not that many like before. That's why he's like thinking to step back or to end up from the like from the relationship now, from the feeling towards you now, because he just think that maybe he need to have a new starting and think about that, because he don't know like how to face you when the future, if you guys have a like don't have any more of the sparkling. That's why we can know it here. The characters now it here is about the death, like a transformation, because he's want to get off from the feeling from you now, want to step back and look at it now. So what we know from the past at here is the hierophant. So from the hierophant, we can know there's like a person that you in the past you want to be like a relationship in the past. You just like want someone like a you do everything what other people expected. So never make a change. That's why we have your character here. It's just saying that you are like a conservatism. You don't want to make a change because you're afraid from the past. Any persons like they giving you the expected like they expected what you need to do and what you need to do in a relationship, what you need to like with some like a how the guys need to be like. That's why you just like a why there's like a have a conservations like a Five of Pentacles about your character, because you are just like a person who just like doing what other people expected. And that's why like normally now the relationship is becoming more likely a lot of rules to follow, and just like a couples like a normally be doing is not you anymore. So that's why we can see it here why they have a death and why the person you like have a like a healing, because they want to step back from it and then they want to think about it like a new transformation, because they feel like in the past with you everything is already changing, like it's just like a boring time and no more sparkling over there. So that's why, however, that's why your strength is you just want them to listen why you're doing this and why you're doing that. So you want them to listening, and maybe you want to take a chance, so you want them to listening to you and how they can help you. So from the card we know there's a Knight of Pentacles from the trust, and you have some like a thought and ideas you want to do in this relationship, but you didn't do the action. You didn't do any action on it, and you still have a like a dream about all the fairy tales, anything about the inner love relationship, and try to escape from the reality. But you need to trust yourself. You can get through the situation now. You need to do the action toward it, because if you don't do the action, sometimes you can lose the opportunity toward it. So maybe you like the person a lot, but you didn't do any action on it. You don't know whether you should trust it, trust on yourself, whether you want to take any action. Is it a good thing or anything? So that's why it's good to be taking some of the action in the current situation. And what we know in the future. From the future, you can know about that. It's a Six of Wands. Six of Wands actually, we know about that is you guys have a like a if futures you guys together, you guys can be have a same goal. Like, do you see 3 wands and 3 wands? So you guys have a same goal and you want to achieve the goals with the person that you met. You want to like to achieve, have a growing together. So that's what you want. And actually in the future, what you expected, actually it will be happen, because what you have been through in the past, if you have been like in the past year, Hierophant. So if in the Hierophant, you have like a changing about all your situation, have a new one, and try to develop yourself here to take some action. So from your past and the current, all your experience, they can make you to be like achieve this like in the futures you can achieve all your successful in the past and then be more confident on it in the future. And we will see about the final result what we can have at here. So from the final result, we have the Four of Cups. So from the Four of Cups, which means that you with the persons that you like might be have a different view, and then you guys is just have a like a different of the connection. It's just like a have a more or less connection now. So you might be not happy with him. If you guys together, you might be not happy with him after all. Then you can easily to attract by someone else that you like the characters that you like, because maybe you can do on yourself So that's why here it said that you guys is just like maybe it's not happy. So maybe you need to learn from the past about what you're going on from the past and the current, and from the all of the past relationship that you already been through. Then you'll be like facing to make a decision now, to step back and think whether the person is suitable for you, because their feeling towards you is from the healing. It's just like they want to get it out from them. But you need someone you can talk about, like the strength at here. You want someone can listen to you and talk about and have a lot of strength on it. Then you guys at here, that's why I say you guys at here have different of the like less connection, different from the view now. So maybe it's good to be step back from it and then think about it, because you guys might be not that suitable than you thought. Otherwise, in the future, if you met someone that have a same goal with you, it's the same like a standard with you, then you might be attracted by the guy and you might be want to end up this of the relationship if you involve with him. And we'll be gonna look at the three of the card at here. There is some advice from the guidance to giving for you. Okay, from here, three, we have the base chakra, and we have the intuition, and we have a headache and the loss. So from the base of the chakra, we know about that you need to be like from your physical body, and your like for physical body, you feel so tired now, you feel it's not like yourself. So they're telling you maybe it's time to doing some of the yoga, dancing, or like exercising to help you to give your to keep the energy flowing and more like a harmonious. So that's why you need to taking care of it on the outside, which will bring you well-being on the inside. So maybe because the situation now for you is just make you struggling and your body is feel like tiredness for you physically, so that's why they suggest you. And from the intuition, what they're telling you is you need to find a solution now, like and you need to use your intuition and then look into it and find the solutions about what you're currently facing on the problem now. And when you find out the solution, you'll be find out too about the valuables inside. They are waiting to assist you. So something that will be helping you toward it. And then learn how to use and trust your intuition, and you'll be begin to perceive the people and the situation with a deeper and move discerning eye. And then you'll be see the real deal, what is the problem now, and how you want to solve it. So you need to learn how to look into the situation now with your intuition to find out the real problem and the real deal you want to meet now, and before you make any decision. And from here, we have some hack and the loss. So from the hack and the loss, and we can see the ladies at here said. So we can know that you will feel disappointment. You can feel like a sorrow and then separation, which can cause the upheaval and the distress for you. So you need to move the past, the pain, and heal your heart, and encourage yourself to move on. And wow, the painful of the experience of the life are just as valuable as the joyous one. So you need to remember the experience is just bringing you something like a valuable lessons for you. And use the strength of the mentals of yourself to deal with your emotion. That's why actually we have a base of the chakra. To ask you, you need to work on your physical body. That's why you can go on from your hack and the loss. And use your intuitions to look on the situation. Even you and him couldn't get together and they have a different feeling towards you, you might be feel like heck and a loss. But believe yourself, if you make a situation and you have a intuitions to look on the real deal, then they'll be help you to have a look at it. What's the deep problem? Maybe there's something that you don't like to. So here's some of the guidance for you. Thank you. And if you think this is accurate for you and would you want to have some of the personal reading, please reach me out under the description box, and then I have some of my emails, and follow all my Instagram, all my social medias, and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you. Have a nicely day.